Welcome, welcome. Yeah, let's see again. I have some issues as usual with Facebook. To go live here, welcome to today's video where I want to share with you the best tips to start off 2022 on a better foot than last year, especially with some easy and simple habits. Now, working with my clients together, I always hear a similar thing that in the new year they come and say, hey, I have this New Year's resolution. I want, to lose weight. I want to only eat healthy. I want to cut out the crap or whatever it is, right? And these are usually New Year's resolutions that last for a certain time, can be days, can be weeks, maybe even months, but most of the time they stay New Year's resolutions, right? There are really something that is for a very short time, that allow only the people to stay very short time on track on that. So that is something I am helping my clients, and I want to help you to overcome those. I have no idea if you can actually see me. I get, as usual, I don't know why Facebook is always having these issues. Drives me mad. So I will help you with those issues, overcoming those issues, and help you to learn and implement habits. Now, I'm big on habits, and you might have heard me talking in the past already that habits are really the cornerstone, the base of achieving any goal. If you are clear on a goal and you have the habits that go with it and you do it in the right manner, which I will share with you right now, then you are able really to achieve almost any goal, right? Obviously, provided it's a realistic goal, right? We always have to, I've always to say that. So important is really that you get clear on the goal you have, and then you'll go with the habits that go with it towards the goal. So a good idea is, first of all, and I want to give you a couple of tips here. And by the way, before I forget, I want also to invite you to my 5 days, 5 habits challenge, which is starting on Monday, the 17th of January. So it's a 5 days challenge where I will teach you 5 habits that help you to be healthier and lose weight. So these are the corner habits, the most important habits that will help you to lose weight and be healthy in 2022 and beyond. And I will really help you with learning those habits and obviously implementing them, and give you lots of tips on what really works for those habits, what you can do to make them work for you, so you don't have to rely on New Year's resolutions, willpower, or whatever it is, right? So that's really, really important. But today I want to talk, of course, about, already what kind of habits you can, what makes a habit actually work for you, right? But during the challenge, we actually go into it and we do the thing, right? So you can immediately get, during those 5 days, you get actually results, tangible results with those new habits, and you learn ways on how to keep those habits. So the 5 days challenge is going to happen, as I said, from the 17th to the 21st, so 5 days. I actually just want, give me 1 minute, I just want to go into, hopefully I can go into my Facebook and see if I can copy this. Let's see, no, I cannot copy this. Probably will have to repost it. I see that my video seems not to work, so I will have probably to repost it, but not to worry. But I will post here in the comments, I will post the link to sign up for the 5 days challenge. As I said, it starts on the 17th of January. Monday is over 5 days, and over 5 days, we will go through the 5 most important habits that you need to learn to lose weight, improve your health in 2022 and beyond, right? And we'll make it fun. There will be some action. It will really motivate you to get started. So you don't want to miss that. And as I said, I will share the link with you in the comments so you can join the challenge. And also, by the way, there will be a link to my blog post if you want to learn a little bit more on how to get motivated to build healthy habits and lose weight. Right, but now let's start with the first one. So the first tip to start a new habit is, first of all, of course, is getting clear on your goal. But once you know what your goals is, and then you maybe can do a list of all the habits that you think that will lead towards that goal. Let's say you want to lose weight, right? So you can write down what it is that you think that helps to lose weight, right? One might be go for a walk, go for a run, go gymming, go do some sports, right? It might be eat more vegetables. It might be drink more water. It might be eat less. It might be cut out sugar. It might be cut out crap or processed food. I call it crap. Whatever it is, right? So you want to do probably a brainstorming list of all these things and habits that you can incorporate in your life, right? And remember, these are habits. These are not goals anymore. They're habits, things you do, right? It might be meditation. It might be saying every day a mantra, right? Whatever it is, but things you do. And go through that list and maybe circle those 5 or so things that you really enjoy, right? Things that talk to you, that something is super easy, something, that you really enjoy and you want to do, or you know how to do it, or whatever it is. Don't choose anything that's too difficult or you don't like, because in the end, only what you enjoy you will stick with, right? For example, for me, I do not always manage to keep my exercise routine up, right? I normally exercise around 5 days a week. In general, I do that actually. I'm pretty good, let's say, but I'm not yet perfect. I would sometimes like to do it a little bit more consistent. To tell you, I was off over the New Year's time, over the holidays. So for me to get back at the moment, right, I need to make it really easy. One thing I can always do is a walk, right? A walk I thoroughly enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I also, most of the time, I enjoy actually my exercise too. But there are times I feel a bit lazy or whatever, and I procrastinate. I'm like you, right? I'm not perfect. But a walk is something, I don't know, I just love walks. So I can always do that. So I make sure I get a walk at least in, right? Or whatever it is for you. So just make sure it's something you enjoy. Right, then I mentioned already that set realistic goals and habits, right? So don't say, for example, I want to lose 50 pounds in 5 days, right? It's not going to happen. Don't say, I'm going to go and do 1 hour of exercise every day if you've never exercised. It's not going to happen, or it's going to happen once, twice, but then you're probably going to skip that and stop it. So start really realistic. And by that, I really mean, like, if you haven't had a habit with exercising, I go back to it, it's easy always to explain, is rather start with 5 minutes. And by the way, that's how I started my regular exercise routine. I have an app I'm using. I love it, by the way. I still use it all the time. And I started, they have exercises, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 30, 1 hour, whatever. So I started and used those 5 minutes exercise until I had, a regular habit of doing them every day. And then I increased 10 and then 15 minutes and so on. And I got until 30 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. Now, when I stopped over the holidays, I did not go back to 30 minutes. I actually retrograded and started again at 20 minutes actually. And even one day I just did 10 minutes or so. And for example, I always make sure I do at least like 10 minutes, right? If I'm busy or I don't feel like or whatever. So at least that's at least something. Same with my walk, Even we have a bridge, so I know about it's like 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. So we say, we go at least to the bridge because it's really a quick walk and I can do that if I don't have much time. Like after lunch, I normally have a bit time before I start my sessions again, and I can usually do a quick brisk walk and I feel so much better in the afternoon. Right, then the next tip, number 3, is to keep track of your progress. I love that one, actually. So often we say to ourselves that we are useless, that we never get there, that we haven't done whatever we want to set ourselves up to, or whatever it is. And we haven't, achieved our goals or whatever. And by just tracking your progress and obviously reviewing them, we are able to see how much we actually achieved. I did a big thing like this by the end of the year. So I reviewed the whole year. And I do that, by the way, regularly. So normally I review every day. I review every week. I review every 3 months, and then every year, right? These are my big kind of cornerstones of my planning system I have in place. And I've had this in place for 4 years, probably 4 or 5 years, probably. Meanwhile, I learned a really great course. I signed up with Todd Herman many, many years ago, paid a fortune for it actually, but it taught me really how, to organize myself better and review my progress, track my progress, and then plan, obviously, the next time. So a weight loss habits journal is maybe something, if that is for you, something you're looking at, and kind of track in there the habits you want to implement. Drink more water, for example, eat more veggies, have 30 grams of fiber in your diet, or whatever it is, right? And with that, then track the progress towards your goal. If weight loss is a goal, you want obviously to track your weight, or you might want to track the centimeters, right? Or maybe, I don't know, the fat mass or whatever it is, right? Or fitting in a pair of jeans or something like that, right? You want definitely to track and celebrate those wins as well, right? Don't beat yourself up that you're not there yet. See rather how far you've already come, not how far you haven't gone yet, right? Far more important to do that. I highly recommend that and celebrate it. A really good way, in a non-foodie way or so, but maybe have a massage or whatever it is, right? Or just say yay or whatever. But really, really important. And just a word of warning, do not go on a scale every day. I have a lot of people do that. You will probably set yourself up for failure. Instead of actually really getting there and being motivated. Because when you go daily on a scale, you will not see the success you're hoping for. It's not possible. And most of the time, you start off the day probably on a bad foot. I have a cat who's trying to come in here. I actually want to chase her away. It's not my cat. She's breaking something outside there. Right, now... keeping track of your progress is really one very good, helpful way of implementing habits and stay on track. Tip number 4 is finding support. Now, finding support is really something that many people don't use so much, and it's something that they have done. They have done studies, and basically they have had people who wanted to implement new habits, and they wanted to measure the result that turns to it. And basically they measured a group that just, said they will do whatever habit they wanted to do, then a group who was writing it down, and then a group who was writing it down and got an accountability partner, basically shared it with somebody, whatever they wrote down. And guess what? Of course, the last group was the one who was most successful, and it was something like 92% or so really big. So I think those who wrote it down was 70 something, and those who actually wrote it down and shared it with somebody, the success rate was somewhere like 92% increase. So find support, write it down, find support. Can be a friend, can be a family member, can be a coach like me, whoever it is, but find somebody who supports you, who holds you accountable, and share with them what habits you set yourself up, right? And then, of course, the next tip is to get to the habits and get to your goals is to start eating healthier, right? If you make a firm commitment to eat healthier, you are already there, right? And it's, again, like I said earlier, just start small, just change a little bit things here. For example, include more fiber. I'm actually looking if that cat is still outside. Add more fiber, add more vegetables, include protein, cut out sugar, cut out processed food, and so on. And don't fall into the trap of saying, oh, it's so complicated, I don't have the time, it's more expensive. These are self-sabotaging excuses that hold you back. It is absolutely possible to eat on a budget, healthier, and it is also possible not to spend too much time eating healthier and cooking or preparing meals or so. First of all, you can eat healthy and get healthy takeaway or prepared meals from a really healthy resource. By the way, if you need any help with this, do contact me. I'm very happy to share that with you. But there are so many ways, to know where to eat out instead of eating out at an unhealthy restaurant. Choose a healthier one. You use pre-made healthy things like washed, cut and frozen vegetables instead of buying them yourself and washing them and everything. So there are a lot of tips that you can do, and this is something I love helping my clients, right? With my team, we do that in our program. So if you're interested, do let me know. And this is also, by the way, something that we're gonna talk in our 5 days, 5 habits challenge, where 5 habits in 5 days challenge, sorry, got it all wrong, where I will share each day a new habit that helps you to lose weight. So in there, by the way, I think it's day number 4, we're going to talk about meal planning and meal prepping and all that. So we really go into this habit and teach you how to learn those habits. By the way, on the first day, we're going to speak on how to develop a water habit. On the second day, we talk about movement and exercise and develop a routine that works for you, no matter if you are an athlete or you've never done any workout and maybe struggle actually with that. Then we will talk more about stress eating and how to overcome that with healthy eating habits that support your system. As I said, day 4, we will then speak about meal planning, meal prepping. And day 5, we will talk about sleep and developing a really healthy sleep habit. Sleep is one of those things that is super important for weight loss, by the way, but also to be healthier, more energetic. But weight loss, to give you an idea, they've done studies. When you have enough sleep, you have 52% more chance to lose weight, or you lose rather 52% more weight when you are sleeping enough versus people who are sleep deprived, just as a side information. So that's very important, and that is what we're going to do in our 5 habits in 5 days challenge starting on Monday the 17th. Please do go in the comments where I can give you the link, or where there's the link to sign up for the challenge, or also if you want to know more about the habits and how to implement those habits I just shared, you get the link to my blog post too. If you are live here, probably there might be an issue. I have to double check now. So in case, please just write a comment and then I will send you the link if there's any issue. As I say, I have some tech issues here. Just want to make sure that you get that. Now, I challenge you to start the year on a healthier way. Just a quick recap on what we talked today about. So for you to really motivate yourself to build healthy habits this year and lose weight, I have those 5 tips I shared with you, with of course the number 1 tip being join my challenge, right? That is extra tip, but join my challenge that starts on Monday the 17th, where I will share with you the 5 top habits that help you to lose weight and be healthy in 2022 and beyond. But to help you also already to get motivated, find something you enjoy. Then tip number 2, set realistic goals and habits. Keep track of your progress, find support, and then start eating healthier so you are really getting into this habits forming, and that supports your whole system with, of course, your weight loss habits or weight loss goals, you want to achieve. Right now, thank you so much for joining me. I really loved the time with you. Leave me some like in the comments, share the videos with your friends, subscribe to my channels, and I look forward meeting you and seeing you for the challenge. Bye-bye.